All right, now look, I'm no expert on submarines. But last time I checked, that's not where they're supposed to go. Seriously, Pavel, what's going on here, dude? How much have you been drinking? Submarines go in the friggin' water, not in the middle of the interstate. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Rockstar Logic. We are on part 3 of the Cayo Perico update. Today, we're gonna be looking finally at the vehicles. Now, yes, this is sort of long overdue because the DLC's been out for like 2.5 weeks now. And we're gonna be talking about the vehicles that were released 2.5 weeks ago. But there are just some mind-blowing Rockstar logics with these vehicles. We couldn't skip them. And hey, considering the drip feed is gonna be a bunch of crappy vehicles, why not talk about the ones we already got? Now, before we even get into them, quickly, if you guys enjoy the video, I'd appreciate if you could drop it a like, subscribe for these, usually every Sunday or so. And if you want a chance to win $8 million, I'm doing a shark card giveaway over on my Twitter. The link is in the description. I'll be picking 3 winners probably later tonight or maybe tomorrow, depending on when I get around to doing it. Also, if you do have your own Rockstar Logic you want to submit for a future episode, you can tweet it with the hashtag Rockstar Logic. Now, the vehicles. Rockstar advertised this DLC, and look, we're going to go back to it, as being the biggest DLC ever. That's a huge claim. We've already debunked that twice now on why that was a foolish claim by Rockstar. But honestly, the vehicles is the biggest WTF of them all. Dude, this game has been out for 7 years. Rockstar have had like 20 DLCs of complaints to look at and to fix those problems with vehicles in the game. But you know what they said instead? They said, no, you will accept these problems that are easily fixable and you'll pay us $4 million for them. All right, let's start with the Sea Sparrow. No, sorry, the Sparrow, because it would make entirely too much sense to use the Sea Sparrow, which is already in the game, in the freaking submarine that is out in the middle of the ocean. Seriously, I actually want to know why we have a new Sparrow instead of using the one we already have. Like, just think about the logic here. We have the Sea Sparrow in the game. They added that like a year ago. Having that in your mind, and then me telling you, hey, Rockstar are going to add a submarine into the game, and they're gonna have a Sparrow helicopter inside of it. You would be like, awesome. They're gonna add the Sea Sparrow into the submarine. Because the submarine is in the water, the Sea Sparrow is perfect for the water. But then I come in and tell you, no, that's not what they do. They want you to spend another $2 million on the same freaking helicopter. That's worse because it's not a Sea Sparrow. It's a regular Sparrow. Like, literally, they made the Sparrow, the regular Sparrow, just so we spend more money on an identical vehicle that is worse because it's not even a Sea Sparrow. That might be one of the biggest Rockstar logics with this DLC. And it's not even a Rockstar logic. It's literally a money logic. They just want you to spend money when there's absolutely no need to. But hey, you know what? At least we can say the actual Sparrow that they added, it's not bad. It's actually probably one of the better vehicles in the game, literally only because you can instantly call it through the interaction menu. It still kind of sucks as far as like you hit a branch and the thing starts smoking and the weapons on it aren't that good. But the fact that it's fast and it can fly around and you can call it instantly, that's what makes it great. But again, it would be even better if that was the Sea Sparrow. Well, look, that's one of the better vehicles in this DLC, and that says something. Because the other helicopter they added, the Annihilator, the freaking $4 million, whatever the hell the price tag is, it's a lot of money. The badass looking stealth helicopter. Now, we already had the Aquila, which is a badass helicopter. It's one of the best in the game. So we're thinking, oh man, This is gonna take the Akula to the next level. This is gonna be a bigger and badder Akula. This thing's gonna tank more. Wait, it blew up with one shot? What? I paid $4 million for this. It has no countermeasures. Are you kidding me? This is what I'm saying. In today's GTA Online, you need countermeasures on anything that you add, any vehicles, especially flying vehicles, because we have Oppressor Mark 2s, Oppressor Mark 1s, Deluxos, jetpacks, freaking jets, all these other things that can lock onto you and blow you up. We need countermeasures. Countermeasures don't always work, so it's a somewhat fair balance. But Rockstar, in their infinite wisdom, they're like, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get these guys. They're gonna think they're getting a badass vehicle, but they're not. Joke's on them. Only no, the joke's on us because we spent $4 million on this piece of crap helicopter. Now this is a funny one here. The Arachnost, whatever the hell the stupid airplane's called. The Arachnost, sorry. This thing is just hilarious. This plane is a whopping $4.3 million. And look, the first thing we're gonna talk about is the freaking hangar that it goes in. This thing's massive. No, seriously, like, how does this even fit? It's funny, when you take it in, the vehicle just stops because it knows, hey, we're not gonna fit in there. Every other vehicle, every other plane has the animation of driving in, but no, they're like, whatever, screw it. It's not gonna fit. We'll just make it stop and teleport in. But that's not even the best part, because once you get it inside, okay, look, it's a giant plane. It takes up a very large amount of space in the hangar here, right? That's fair. It's annoying, but whatever. But look, clearly, unless my eyes are blind, there are 3 slots towards the front of the hangar where nothing's there. Complete wide open spaces. And somehow, some freaking how, I can't put a plane there. Look at this plane. The Alpha Z1, literally the smallest plane in the game. You're telling me, Rockstar, that this little plane that's like the size of a go-kart cannot fit in that small area next to the giant plane. Literally, if you buy the Arachnost and put it in your hangar, you cannot put any other vehicle in the hangar, even though there's plenty of room for some. But that's not the only Rockstar logic with it, because look at this. I called it in, and look where it spawned. This thing is so big, I can't even drive it out without damaging it. I was stuck here for like 4 minutes trying to go back, go forward, go back, go forward, go back, go forward, because the left wing is hitting the wall. Like, you would think Rockstar would think of these things, but no. That's where they get you. They don't think about anything except money. Well, they'll think about money, all right, and how we never get enough of it. But seriously, like, it literally took me like 3 minutes to get out of here safely and finally get in the air. And then the best part, this thing is a bomber. It has absolutely no other weapons on it. Hey, I will say though, it's got countermeasures, so hey, that's a plus compared to the Annihilator. But it being a bomber plane, you would think, all right, it's got the most bombs in the game. False. This thing only has 50 bombs, where a plane like the Bombushka, for instance, has, I think it's like 80 or 100. So to buy this plane, you're spending $4.3 million for a plane that is the only plane you're gonna send in your hangar if you have it out, for a plane that has no weapons, and the bombs arguably suck, because I mean, let's be honest, you're not getting that many kills with bombs. So I'm just wondering, what is our money going towards? Like, these vehicles could have been so much cooler, but in typical Rockstar fashion, they're not. And on that same note, in typical Rockstar fashion, vehicles not being used to their full potential, the go-karts. Rockstar, after so many years, finally added go-karts. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't like the way they look. I wish they didn't look that way, but that's not even what we're gonna complain about. When you think of go-karts, you probably think of go-kart racing, right? Well, for some reason, these go-karts are in the sports class because, yeah, that makes sense. But hey, whatever. Let's start a race up. As we stroll through the sports class vehicles, guess what? The go-karts aren't there. They literally added go-karts to the game that aren't raceable. Now, one of my favorite vehicles from this DLC, probably the best vehicle from this DLC, is the Toreador. This thing is incredible. But let's go into the submarine here. In the submarine, hey, look at that. We have the regular old Sparrow, not the Sea Sparrow. We're gonna go down the ladder. We have whatever the submarine that I spent $2 million on that I'm never gonna use is called. And then look at that. We also have the Toreador. We have 3 vehicles in this submarine. Okay, just wanted to make you guys aware of that in case you weren't. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the interaction menu. And let's go to the Kasatka. Look at that. We can call in whatever that submarine's called. We can call in the Sparrow. Hell, we can even call in a dinghy. Where a dinghy's at in the submarine, I have no idea. But I just want to know, where's the Toreador? The best vehicle, you can't call it through the interaction menu. Why? Going back to my point, this is something we've complained about, and we said, hey, it's awesome we can do that with bikes. Let us do that with cars. They finally give us a way to do it, and they're like, nope, sorry, sucks for you guys. And you know what sucks for us? The new missions. Yeah. Look, I appreciate like little missions like this. They're not bad. But the problem is when you literally put things behind those missions, they put the trade price of the Italia RSX behind these DJ missions. They put, hell, a new vehicle, the Weevil, behind these missions. But then people like this guy literally can't complete them. And this isn't a one-off thing. I've gotten so many videos of people doing these missions and not being able to complete them. Rockstar, fix your game. And now to step away from the vehicles with one of the final Rockstar logics for this week. I'm curious about this, right? The Cayo Perico heist, the Cayo Perico DLC, added a new tropical island to the game where there's this party, this epic party on a beach. So I just want to know, out of the like hundreds of new clothing options they added, why is there no new swimwear or bikinis if you got a female character? Like the one DLC, it makes complete sense to add new beachwear. They don't. Doesn't make any freaking sense. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you do enjoy it, again, appreciate it if you could drop it a like and subscribe if you are new around here. I do have a little clip here at the end because while I was recording all of the gameplay earlier this morning, I noticed something, right? I'm flying, and look at this, look at this. I'm flying on my Oppressor Mark II, and I see this shadow. I see a shadow of a plane, and I'm like, I'm in a lobby where, like, NPCs don't fly planes, and there's not another player near me. So I look up to the sky, but there's no plane there. My question to you guys, let me know in the comment section below. Have I gone crazy? Have I finally lost my mind? Because I'm seeing things that aren't there.